Hi, I'm Kate with The Productive Teacher, and today we're going to do spelling practice when the letter A is making the ah sound. There are 3 times when the letter A can make the ah sound. That's when it comes after the letter W, when it comes after a QU, or when it comes before an L. When the letter A is next to these letters, it will say ah instead of a or a. To practice this spelling pattern, I'm going to show you some pictures and tell you words. You are going to count the sounds in each word, and then we will spell each sound so we have spelled the word. Let's get started. This is a picture of 2 people walking. The word is walk. How many sounds do you hear in the word walk? There are 3 sounds in the word walk. What is the first sound you hear in the word walk? W. What letter makes the W sound? That's right, it's the letter W. What's the next sound you hear in the word walk? W, ah, ah. Remember, the letter A is making the ah sound. What's the last sound you hear in the word walk? It's K. What letter makes the K sound? It is the letter K. Now, we have the W making the A say ah. We also have an L in walk. The K can be called a bossy K. It's going to cover up that L sound in the word walk, or in other words that end in a K and the A is saying ah. So in this case, we have 4 letters making the sounds in walk. Let's go to our next word. This is a girl talking on the phone. The word is call. Call. How many sounds do you hear in the word call? There are 3 sounds in the word call. What is the first sound you hear in the word call? K, k. Good. It is a letter C making the K sound. What is the next sound you hear in the word call? K, ah, ah. Remember, it's the letter A making the ah sound. What's the last sound you hear in the word call? Ul. What letter makes the ul sound? L. And we actually need 2 L's because of the floss rule here. The L's are doing 2 jobs in this word. They are making the ul sound at the end of the word, and they are making the A say ah. Nice job. Let's go to our next word. This is a wall. Wall. How many sounds do you hear in the word wall? There are 3 sounds in the word wall. What's the first sound you hear in the word wall? W. Good. What letter makes the W sound? W. What's the next sound you hear in the word wall? W, ah. What letter is making the ah sound? A. And what's the last sound you hear in the word wall? Ul. What letter makes the ul sound? L. We need 2 of them because of the floss rule, and here we have both the W and the L that could be making that A say ah. Our next word is chalk. Chalk. How many sounds do you hear in the word chalk? There are 3 sounds in the word chalk. What's the first sound you hear in the word chalk? Ch, ch. What letters make the ch sound? CH. Nice job. What's the second sound you hear in the word chalk? Ch, ah. What letter is making the ah sound? A. What's the last sound you hear in the word chalk? K, k. Good. We've got the letter K making the K sound. But we also need an L to make sure that A says ah. Bossy K won't let us hear the L, but it's there. This is how you spell chalk. Our next word is ball. Ball. How many sounds do you hear in the word ball? There are 3 sounds in the word ball. What is the first sound you hear in the word ball? B. What letter makes the B sound? B. Nice job. What's the second sound you hear in the word ball? B, ah. What letter is making the ah sound? A. And what's the last sound you hear in the word ball? Ul. We've got our L, but we need 2 of them because of the floss rule, and it's those L's that are making A say ah. Our next word is talk, talk. You've got this little family and they are talking and having fun. Our word is talk. How many sounds do you hear in the word talk? There are 3 sounds in the word talk. What's the first sound you hear in the word talk? T, t. What letter makes the t sound? T. Nice job. What's the second sound you hear in the word talk? T, ah. What letter makes the ah sound? A. What's the last sound you hear in the word talk? K, k. We have the K making the k sound, but we need that L to make A say ah. This is how you spell talk. Our next word is haul, haul. How many sounds do you hear in the word haul? There are 3 sounds in the word haul. What is the first sound you hear in the word haul? What letter makes the sound? H. Nice job. What's the second sound you hear in the word haul? Ah, ah. What letter makes the ah sound? The letter A. And what's the last sound you hear in the word haul? Ul. That's the L. We need 2 of them because of the floss rule. The L's are making the ul sound and they're making A say ah. Our next word is a waterfall, waterfall. How many sounds do you hear in the word waterfall? There are 7 sounds in the word waterfall. What's the first sound you hear in waterfall? W, w. How do we make the w sound? The letter W. What's the next sound you hear? W, ah. Ah is spelled A. Nice job. What's the next sound you hear? What, what, t. What letter makes the t sound? T. What's the next sound you hear in waterfall? What, How do we make the sound? There are different ways. This way it is spelled E-R. Water. What's the next sound you hear in waterfall? Water, f, f. What letter makes the f sound? The letter F. What's the next sound you hear? Water, f, ah, ah. We're spelling our ah with an A. And what's the last sound you hear in waterfall? Ul. We need 2 L's because of the floss rule. Notice that waterfall has 2 A's, both saying ah. Our next word is wash. Wash. They're washing the dishes. How many sounds do you hear in the word wash? There are 3 sounds in wash. What is the first sound you hear? W, w. What letter makes the w sound? W. What's the next sound you hear? W, ah. What letter is making the ah sound? A. What's the last sound in wash? Sh. What letters make the sh sound? SH. Nice job. Our next word is walnut. Walnut. How many sounds do you hear in the word walnut? There are 6 sounds in the word walnut. What's the first sound you hear? W, W. Ah, A. Wal, L. Waln, N. Waln, Short U, spell it with a U. Walnut, T. Nice job. Now we have, it looks like a bee, but it's a special kind of bee called a wasp. Wasp. How many sounds do you hear in the word wasp? There are 4 sounds in wasp. Let's sound it out. W, W, ah, A, was, S, wasp, P. Nice job. Our next word is swamp. Swamp. How many sounds do you hear in the word swamp? There are 5 sounds in the word swamp. Let's sound it out. S, S, sw, W, sw, A, swamp, M, swamp, P. Nice job. Here we have a walrus. How many sounds do you hear in the word walrus? There are 6 sounds in the word walrus. Let's sound it out. W, ah, wal, r, s, walrus. Nice spelling. Now we have a swan. Swan. How many sounds do you hear in the word swan? There are 4 sounds in the word swan. Let's sound it out. S, S, W, W, A, A, N, N, swan. Nice job. Here we have a little boy peeking through a fence. He is watching. Our word is watch. Watch. This kind of watch and a watch you wear on your wrist are spelled the same. How many sounds do you hear in watch? There are 3 sounds in watch. Let's sound it out. W, W, A, A, Ch, T, C, H. Usually we use T, C, H after a short vowel, but A making the ah sound is close enough to a short vowel that we use the T, C, H to make the ch sound. Our next word is wand. How many sounds do you hear in the word wand? There are 4 sounds in the word wand. Let's sound it out. W, W, A, A, N, N, D, D, wand. Awesome job. Our next word is squash. Squash. How many sounds do you hear in the word squash? There are 4 sounds in the word squash. What's the first sound you hear in squash? S, S. What's the second sound you hear? Squ, qu, Q, U. What's the next sound you hear? Squ, ah, A. What's the last sound you hear in squash? Sh, SH. Nice job. Last word. This girl is doing exercises. She's doing a squat. Our word is squat. How many sounds do you hear in the word squat? There are 4 sounds in the word squat. Let's sound it out. S, S, Q, Q, U. Squat, A, T, squat, T, T. Awesome job spelling today. Thanks so much for working with me. I'll see you next time.